Hey Leslie, this is Amber from the Contractors Facebook group. Wanted to go ahead and get this really quick screencast over to you. And really what I'm going to be doing is just going over 3 ways in which you can grow and scale your business online, generate more traffic online, and as a result, get more clients in the door. Now, bear in mind, these are actually things you can do on your very own. These are just practical, minute steps that you can take to see these results. So I'll go ahead and jump right on into it. I have your website pulled up here, and I had a chance to kind of go through a little bit of it. Overall, it's a pretty great layout. I see you have a good amount of content, which is the first thing I wanted to go over with you when it comes to growing and scaling your website. So one of the top things that Google looks at when it comes to scaling and ranking your website is content. They generally like to see around 1,000 to 1,500 words on your front page and then around 700 words on your back pages. So this is definitely an area of opportunity for you. I'm not sure that you're quite at the 1,500 mark, but you are pretty close. So that's just one thing I wanted to go over with you. I will, throughout this video, be comparing your website to your top 2 competitors. So I know that you work in a series of different services. You do painting, power washing. So for this video, I specifically focused on power washing, only because it was just a general search. But I could go over. It would take me a long time, but I could definitely go over the other things that you serve, the other ways that you service people as well. So power washing in St. Petersburg specifically is what I searched into Google. And your top competitor, so this is the #1 person who shows up organically, is Pro Clean Pressure Washing of St. Petersburg. So this is their website. It looks really pretty up to date. I see here they have a contact form here, which is always recommended. I see here they have some videos, they have a good amount of photos, and then they have a good amount of content as well. So just to give you a reference on where your top competitor is, this is what we're looking at. They have a lot of content on their page. I didn't put their words into a word check at all, which I generally do, but it looks like they have a good amount of content. And then they have photos too, which is always very visually appealing to anyone who goes to your website. So that's your first top competitor. And then your second top competitor is St. Petersburg Pressure Washing and Roof Cleaning. So their website looks a little bit outdated. They could be ranking for a various of reasons, which I'll go through with you, but it looks like they do have some photos. They really don't have a whole lot of content, but they do also have a contact form here. So that is your second top competitor. So again, first thing, get a good amount of content on your front page and your back pages. Google will recognize this, and as a result, it will help your website rank and get you in that top position. So the second thing I want to look at with you is kind of in regards to the back end of your website. So we use a tool here, it's called Ahrefs, and it really helps us to see the ins and out of your website, where it's ranked in the past, where it's currently ranking, all that jazz. So this is actually what your website is showing. It looks like your website may have been recently published, which is why we're not finding anything at all. That could very well be a reason. So I will show you what your top competitors look like. That way it gives you a guide and a reference on where you should be and how you can get there. So again, Pro Clean Pressure Washing, that's your top competitor. And this is what their website is showing as far as ranking and things of that nature. So I know this kind of looks overwhelming, but I really only want to focus on this top part here. This is another thing Google looks at when it comes to ranking your website. So 2 things we want to focus on is this UR and DR. So what UR stands for is how powerful and influential your website is in the eyes of Google. So of course, the higher this number, the better, because they see that your power has a lot of influence, and as a result, will rank you and put you in a higher position. And then the second thing we want to look at is what's called DR. And that's how trustworthy your website is. And you want both these numbers to be high and very close together, if not the same number. So it looks like your top competitor has a lot of influence, but they really don't have a lot of trust, which is telling me that the second thing I want to go over with you is what's called backlinks. It's telling me that a lot of these backlinks are probably spammy, and as a result, bringing their trust down. So second thing I wanted to go over is what's called backlinks, and that's really when another website is essentially giving your website credit. No backlink is the same, and what's most important when it comes to backlinks is the quality of the link. So you want to make sure that a website who's referring back to you isn't spammy, and it's a good quality site, and it's within your niche, and within what you do, what your business does. So again, power and trust, two very important things. Just remember that. I know I'm kind of saying a lot, but if anything, power and trust, and then get good, credible links referring back to your website. Another quick thing I want to touch on with you is keywords, and I won't touch on it long, but it really will help give you some perspective on what doing all of these things can do for you and your business. So what a keyword is, it's pretty much a highly searched word in Google. So just for reference, pressure washing in St. Petersburg, Florida gets about 50 searches per month. And it looks like this company, Pressure Washing St. Petersburg, is in the top position. So we generally see of these 50 people, about 30% of them turn into leads, and that's just one keyword. So just imagine if you were ranked in that top position, the influence it would have on the amount of clients you obtain. Another thing I want to go over here, just kind of go through keywords. Pressure washing in St. Petersburg, it's the same one. You generally want to do keywords that target the area that you service. So if you service outside of St. Petersburg, we could obviously go into that as well. But obviously you can see here that keywords are extremely important, and it's important to incorporate these words within your content. So that's all I'll touch on there. And then the third thing I want to go over with you is what's called citations. So what a citation is, it's pretty much when your business name, address, and phone number is blasted all over the internet, whether that be different directories, social media platforms, whatever the case may be. And of course, the more citations, the better, because Google sees that your name is out there and you're being recognized. So I pulled up your citations. It looks like you have 2 citations with Facebook, and then this website here, which is your website. And then your first top competitor has 28 citations. Your second top competitor has 6. So I generally recommend doubling what your top competitor has, which again, top competitor has 28. And again, this is something you can do on your own. If you just go into different directories, you could even go on this list here. You can go to Yelp, Manta. Just really putting your business out there will help your business thrive. So that's all that I have for you. I know that was kind of a lot of information, and I don't want to overwhelm you. So just let me know if you have any questions at all. I would love to touch base with you. And if not, that's okay as well. I hope you learned something, and I hope that this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much.